Johannes Cocceius, Commentarius in Corinthios, Episode 3. Neque enim fieri potuit, ut frustra fierent omnia ista, et nullius mens excitaretur ad coquetandum de illis mysteriis, videlicet Moses et Aharonus, et ut hi id nemini explicaverent. Nam sola analogia ostendit spiritum sanctum per ea, quae analogiam habent aliquid de lune, et quidem hoc quod significarder obstinata sunt. Here Cocceius continues his exposition of 1 Corinthians chapter 10. He says, Neque enim, for in fact, it's not possible, or it was not possible, perfect potuit fieri, it could no way happen that these things, all of them, omnia ista, were in vain, or arose in vain. Fieri and fierent, these are different forms of the irregular verb fio. Fieri is the infinitive. It is used as the passive of facio, to become, to happen. So, it's not possible, neque enim fieri potuit, that all these things were useless or vain, of no point. That is, those things that the people of Israel experienced under the Old Covenant. And in fact, et no one's mind, nullius mens excitaretur, was raised up, or kindled, or driven to considering ad cogitandum, to considering these mysteries, de illis mysteriis. So both the verb fierent and the verb excitaretur I'm taking as dependent on ut, as part of this noun clause. It was not at all possible that these things were in vain, and that no one's mind should be stimulated, excitaretur, to considering these mysteries. Now he says, quite artfully, videlicet, I mean obviously, mens Moses et Aharonus. Nullius is masculine, singular, and genitive. It's one of the irregular 9 adjectives. And now when Moses here and Aharonus are in the genitive, the astute Latin student immediately realizes that the reference is back to nullius. I mean, of course, the mind of Moses and Aaron. That is, their minds were stimulated excitaretur to considering the mysteries. Videlicet is an interesting adverb that is a synonym of scilicet. It is to be taken as videre and licet. One is permitted to notice, i.e. videlicet, obviously. Furthermore, another ut. So ut fierent and excitaretur, another ut. And it was not at all possible that these men, Moses and Aaron, explained this, explicaverent, this fact, object of explicaverent is id, to nobody. So it couldn't have happened that all of these things were the case. And here's why. For sola analogia, analogy alone, the bare analogy makes it clear, ostendit, or shows, and now we are going to get a ratio obliqua indirect discourse, that spiritum sanctum, that the Holy Spirit, aliquid de lune, makes something clear, per ea, through those things which contain analogiam, which contain an analogy. Now this form de lune is a Greek infinitive. It's from the contract verb de lao, the omicron contract verb de lao, and here is the infinitive. Since explicare is a synonym and works perfectly well, it's not clear to me why he didn't use this instead, except perhaps he didn't want to repeat it from explicaverent. And what do they make clear? And it makes clear this fact, this thing which they arose as suitable for indicating, significare.